Hello everyone, it's Marek Blaczyk here and welcome to one more video. This time we'll be in After Effects and we'll create animated infographics with some numbers changing, which can be used for countdowns or any kind of statistics. So I'm just going to make a new comp here and we'll make it like a mobile app, for example. And so we'll go for vertical mode, portrait mode, full HD. I'll just change the frame rate to 24 here. Duration doesn't matter, background color, maybe just something a bit lighter, or maybe even white in here. Okay. And let's say this is going to be like maybe credit score check. So I'm just going to put some text in here. Let's say your credit score. Be useful to change the color of the text as well, so I can actually see it. Let's pick something darker and let's put it right in the center here and make sure the text is actually center aligned as well. It is center aligned. Just make it bigger as well so you can see it better. So maybe like a standard 72 for the size, and this could be like all caps maybe potentially. Okay, and then we'll have like a big number in here. I'll be using numbers here because at least with some services, at least here in the UK, when you check your credit score, the numbers are out of 1,000, which will translate into percentages. So let's say we'll do like 870, which will be 87%. And this will be bigger, nice big number, also in the center. Put it right in the center, horizontally and vertically as well in here. Maybe even a bit bigger than that. Nice and big, maybe 180, for example. So the idea here is to make these numbers animate from 0 to 870 to make it 87%. We don't want to do it manually, okay? So we'll use expression for that. I will connect effect and expression together. We need an effect for that. So with the layer selected, we'll go to Effect menu, Expression controls, and Slider control. Now we need to connect the slider control effect or the slider value for the slider control effect with the text layer in here. So in your timeline, if you open the layer and open text, we got a source text here. We want to add an expression to the source text. So I'm going to hold Alt key and click on the stopwatch for the source text, which adds an expression. Ignore your composition panel going black and refresh disabled. Just ignore it for now for a second. Now we need an expression to connect this text layer with the slider control effect. And just so we don't have to write the expression, we're going to use this Adobe, call it a pick whip, this one here. So on the pick whip, we'll just click, hold, and we'll drag it into the effect controls panel and we'll drop it on the slider value here and release. And this is going to write the expression for you. Don't press enter because this will just make a new line of code. Just click away and everything will go back to normal, kind of, because your number will change to 0. Here's why: because the slider value for the slider control effect is set to 0. Try changing it and see what happens, how the numbers are changing like this. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to animate, keyframe, the slider value for the slider control. So starting from the beginning, we'll add a keyframe to slider value. We'll keep it 0 for now. We'll give it quite a few seconds for this animation to finish, so people will wait. Let's say at 5 seconds, or we'll do 870 here. So if I just shorten the work area here for now, we'll get the numbers changing. We may get some decimal points. That's okay. We'll take care of that next. We'll just make sure that this is animating correctly. Also, the numbers changing, something to keep in mind is the alignment of your text. Do you want your text to be center aligned or maybe right aligned? Depends where you're placing it and what the text represents as well. I'll keep it in the center because it's supposed to be in the center. So we got from 0 to 870. Okay, so it's 870 at the end right in here. Okay, now about these decimal points. To remove them or to tweak them, we need to edit our expression. So here in the timeline, when you have your expression, if we click on it to edit it, we'll put a cursor right at the end. There will be some drop downs to help you, so you don't have to write all the code. So if you put a dot for full stop, and if you start typing VA, we're looking for values. After you press VA, you can press Enter on the keyboard to accept the value, and then dot TOF, we're looking for to fixed, so to fixed in here, and then we'll put a 0 in between the brackets. The number between the brackets represents the number of decimal points. So 0, no decimal points at all. If you want 1 decimal point, you put 1. If you want 2 decimal points, you put 2. In this case, we'll have 0, and we'll click away, and all decimal points will disappear. So now when we play it, it's just going to animate from 0 using all the integers, full numbers, to 870 in this case in here, just like that. And maybe just to add a little bit to this animation, we could maybe add easy ease to it. So on this layer, just to make it quicker, I'll just select the layer, press U to reveal the keyframes, click on the value for the slider to highlight both keyframes, and you can do F9 or right click, keyframe assistant, easy ease, just to make it look a bit better. To make it speed up initially a little bit and then slow down towards the end, to make it finish a little bit more slowly in here. Okay. So if you want to double check your expression, we'll go back to the layer, U to hide the properties, open the layer again, open text here, open the source text, and that's your expression in here. You can use this for all kinds of animated statistics. You can use it for countdowns as well, to change the numbers from, I don't know, 100 to 0 or 10 to 0, for example. So you don't have to type it with numbers. So very popular in all kinds of animated statistics. There's something else we can add here as well. So I may do another video where we'll continue on this one here and maybe add a bit more to it. Like maybe I'm thinking maybe add an animated circle around it, which will require an effect as well. So maybe just this for now, just to give you an idea, just so you can start using that straight away. And then we'll continue from that on. So I'm going to keep it and then we'll continue. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. I'm Marek Mularczyk from marekmularczyk.com. And if you have any questions, any comments, let me know in the comments below. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. And subscribe if you haven't already. And like the video. Bye-bye for now.